Welcome back guys to another helpful lash video. Today I am doing a tutorial video walking you guys through how I do a classic set. I'm using my 0.05s in D curl. This client has a lot of natural lashes, so the classic set looks amazing on clients who of course have more lashes. If you're working on a client who has less natural lashes, classic sets might not always be the right move. But in this set today guys, I am doing a step-by-step, so make sure you guys follow along, take notes. If you guys have questions on the set, please drop a comment down below. I will be answering questions in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, please let me know how you like it. Make sure you guys give the video a big thumbs up. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so right off the bat, I am going to do a removal. She had lashes on from a previous lash artist. I wanted to do a completely new set, so I'm going to remove these. Now here I'm using my 3M foam tape, which I talk about a lot. I'm going to link it in the description below. I do have an Amazon link that you guys can shop on. It's going to have all my favorite lash products that I get off of Amazon, and this is on it. If you haven't tried the 3M foam tape, highly recommend it guys. It is a game changer. So jumping into the removal, you guys can see I'm using it. I'm doing this manually. The reason why I'm doing this manually is because she doesn't have a lot on there, and I feel like I have better control. Again, I'm not a huge fan of using removals unless I absolutely have to. In this case, I don't have to, so I'm doing the banana peel, and then I will also do some pop-off method. These methods are very effective. If you are super gentle, you will not hurt your client's eye. So just if you're doing it manually, just make sure that you're being extra careful. And I always ask my clients while I'm doing this just to make sure that they're not feeling any pulling or any kind of pain at all, but this should be a pretty smooth process. It does obviously take a little bit more time and effort than just throwing on some remover, but I personally prefer to do it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove her lashes so I can have a clean, fresh start. And I also do not like to work on other people's work. I don't like to mix my work with someone else's work. I like it just to be all of me. So if that is you, if you are that lash artist, go ahead, give this video a big thumbs up, because I think that's important too, to not always do work on other people's work. You really want everything you do to be just yours. I'm going to adjust over to the other eye, kind of like to go back and forth a little bit, give the other eye a little rest, and just pop these off real fast. And luckily, she doesn't have that many, so again, it doesn't take me too much time. And then removing lashes also is great if you want to lash map, your own way. So what we're doing here is lash mapping. I am looking at her natural lashes, the way that they flow, and then I'm deciding on which lashes I'm going to put where. So here you can see that I have decided on 12 and 14s throughout her whole eye. So what I'm going to do is on her specifically, she has a lot of short natural lashes throughout her whole lash line. And she also has a ton of really long lashes throughout her whole lash line, which is why I went with this map specifically. When you're working with a client who has a lot of natural lashes and they're different lengths throughout the whole eye, you want to focus on giving them the best map for their eye shape. Now, for her, I didn't want to do a cat eye or a doll eye. Specifically, I wanted to incorporate those different lengths. So what I did here was I'm doing 14s on all of her really long lashes, and I'm going to go in and lay all my 14s down. I like to lay down the longest lengths first so that I kind of get that out of the way. Those are the easiest to lash. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to fill in the rest of her lash line with the 12s. Now, if there's anywhere in this lash line that I feel like her lashes aren't healthy or strong enough to hold a 12, then I'm going to go ahead and not lash that. Now, there's very minimal lashes in here that can't hold a 12. So I am lashing the majority of her lashes. I would say I lashed about 99%. And everybody always asks, how do you get classic sets to look so full? How do you get them to look so nice? This is how, guys. Classic sets are going to look amazing on clients who have a lot of natural lashes. So we want to focus when we are deciding what our clients are going to use or set they're going to get on their eye. You want to focus on customizing a set to them. So if a client comes in and says she wants classic lashes, but she doesn't have a lot of natural lashes, you want to talk her into getting a volume set, because classic isn't going to look great on a client who doesn't have a lot of natural lashes. Thankfully here, Natalie, my client, she had a ton of natural lashes, so I knew a classic set was going to look great on her. So we're just filling in that lash line. There's not a lot of mapping necessarily. I don't have to focus on, you know, section by section here because I'm choosing 14s and 12s throughout her whole entire eye. Now, we're speeding this video up for you guys because it's super, super repetitive. It is, you know, we're doing the same thing throughout her whole lash line. I do want to touch though on placement on a classic set. It's very, very important. You can see that when I'm going in and dropping, I'm tilting that lash, the extension to lay naturally with her natural lash. That's the most important step ever when you're classic lashing. A lot of people just drop an extension onto the natural lash and they don't correct how it falls. And I want to really exaggerate this to you guys, because if you do not place the classic extension, directly lay it on top of the natural lash or underneath, your sets are not going to look very nice. They're not going to look uniform. They're not going to look how you want them to look. They're going to look like they're falling all over the place. Some lashes are going left, some lashes are going right. We don't want that at all. So if your sets look like that, that has to do with your placement. Another thing that's really important is making sure that you're getting close to that lash line, you guys. There's so many lash artists that are afraid to get close to the lash line. They think they're gonna touch the skin or cause irritation. This is something that you need to be very aware of when you're lashing, and that is putting the extension as close to the lash line as possible. Okay, I'm gonna do her inner corners here, which is why I retaped. This is a little strategy I use to get those inner corners down really well. If you guys haven't watched that video on YouTube, I have it. You guys can go search for that. And it basically, I just show you exactly how to get those inner corners without having trouble, because inner corners are very hard. So what I do is I tape down with a piece of tape there, how I have this, and I am going to tape away all the lashes I've already done. This is the key, you guys. This is how you're gonna get your inner corners to look bussin'. You guys wanna make sure that you are lashing every single lash in the inner corners. I really take my time here, because when your inner corners are not done correctly, the set isn't gonna look as nicely as it should. So out of the entire eye, I take my most precious time here on my inner corners. I really focus here, guys. So you'll see that I'm going to lash away here, and here I'm actually using pretty much all 12s. There's not a lot of lashes here in the inner corner that can handle a 14, so the majority of her inner corners are gonna be 12s. Now, if you struggle with lash mapping, if you feel like you don't really understand it, or you need a little bit more help with lash mapping, I highly encourage you to take our styling and mapping course. It is available on our website. I will link it down below. This course is a live seminar that I did, is pre-recorded for you to take if you weren't able to attend it live. But I teach you exactly how to lash map. I teach you you know, what curls look good on which clients, how to properly look at the face of your clients to determine what lashes they need, what length they need, all of that good stuff. So check that out. I'm gonna finish the set by sealing it. I'm using our Seal the Deal, and I'm gonna go ahead and check through and make sure all of her lashes are not stuck together. This is the final look, guys. Hope you guys really, really like it. Hope you learned something in the video today. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, follow us, and I can't wait to see your guys' work.